Hello everybody. There's no point in me doing a really long drawn out video on okay, this is exactly why I think that this team is going to win the National League and get a pennant and go to the World Series, or this is why I think this team might seem like a heavy favorite in the AL but they're not going to win it. There's no point in me doing that. Both series are pretty much intact right now as we sit. The Phillies are absolutely destroying the Diamondbacks. They're going to go up 2-0 in the series. Rangers snuck out a win against the Astros and absolutely shocked them and swept them 2-0 on the road. And Rangers, if I'm not mistaken, are undefeated at home. So that could potentially look like a sweep. I feel a little lackluster. It's come on, bro. Where, I consider myself hey, I'm going to follow sports, just give my intake and my opinion on it, try to make predictions. I have fallen off with baseball. I have not talked about baseball as much as I have needed to. I followed baseball really close in the summer when that was the only sport that was on. And at the time, the Reds were really hot and the Rays were really hot. Look at them now. Reds fell off the earth, and then the Rays got eliminated by the Rangers. So that leads us to here and now, where my prediction is technically still correct overall. I had the Phillies beating the Rays in 6 or 7, and now the only teams that are remaining are the Diamondbacks, who I did not even have getting past the wild card, and the Rangers, who I didn't have getting past the wild card either. Looking at it now, I'm not as surprised to go, oh, okay, I can see why the Diamondback beat the Dodgers. Another video later on my opinions on the Dodgers and how I think that they're just going to implode and they're going to just rebuild from the ground up. I mean, the Diamondbacks are doing really good this postseason until they start playing the Phillies. But that didn't deter my ideal pick of Philadelphia is absolutely raking right now. They're leading in home runs. They have the hottest bats in the league right now. And so why wouldn't you pick Philadelphia? And I think there's something to be said also about the motivation of teams that lose and then just bounce back. You look at the Philadelphia Eagles, Florida Panthers, Miami Heat, all these teams that lost in the finals respectively. I think that these next few seasons are going to be their redemption seasons. I had them beating them in 6 originally, but with how much they've just been able to put on the Diamondbacks these 2 games, I'm leaning towards this series might end Saturday in Arizona. So, 4-1, Phillies move on to the World Series. That's a solid pick, but I had the Phillies playing the Dodgers at this time. So the fact that it's the Diamondbacks is also pretty cool. Now, as we switch over to the AL side with the Rangers and the Astros, I'm absolutely torn right down the middle because there's that part of me that has that little bit of Astros fandom just because my first team that I played for when I was a kid was the Astros back when their logo was a star. 7 straight. That is something to be said. Post Malone said it best in that opening thing, Dynasty versus Team of Destiny. Just something feels weird where the Rangers, even now seeing it when they're up 2-0, Rangers might just sweep them. Truthfully, because I had picked the Rays in the AL, it'd be fun to watch a totally different team get in there, like the Rangers when they went back in 2011 and have a Rangers-Phillies World Series. But another part of me is I want to see Astros versus Phillies, and I want to see revenge. I want to see the Phillies team take them to the back shed and just wail out of home run after home run. Rangers are probably going to squeak it out, and then we're going to have a Rangers-Phillies World Series, and I would say that would go back and forth. We'll just have to see. But if it is Rangers-Phillies, obviously I'm taking the Phillies. I'm still riding on that prediction, which I'm pretty impressed that they've gotten this far by beating the Braves, beating the Marlins, and now handling the Diamondbacks. So anyways, those are my predictions and my just thoughts of how the conference series are going so far. I'll check back once it's all said and done and the World Series is set in place. So catch you next time. Peace.